soggy day in the lovely city of Toronto, which is perfect for the game that we're talking about today. This is called Rain. This is a PS3 exclusive, a downloadable title. It features a little boy chasing after a girl, but
the story of our lives.
Yes, in the rain though, and there's some interesting stealth mechanics because basically this kid can only be seen when the water is touching him.
Yeah, I think that Eco and Limbo are definitely influences on this game, but I'm not sure if Rain is really at that same level. It's coming out of Sony's Japan studio and PlayStation Camp, which is sort of an incubator program for indie games. I like this game because it's got a really melancholy vibe. It's got a piano score that's really kind of evocative.
The atmosphere. This is dripping with atmosphere.
I like the city. It looks almost like 1930s Paris or something, this unnamed, vaguely European city. And as you're running through the city, chasing after the girl, you're being pursued by a creature called the Unknown and his little minions. There's skeletal dogs and skeletal panthers, and this creature that's got like a giant club in one arm and a weird little pointer on the other hand as he's searching for you and the girl. So the idea is you're trying to catch up to the girl, figure out why you've turned invisible, who she is, what's going on. I think I like the atmosphere more than the actual gameplay here.
I think you're absolutely right. This is one of those almost an impressionist painting of a game. There really is some beautiful imagery, and you kind of want there to be an equal amount of depth in the gameplay and even meaning to the story. And a lot of that stuff is left really vague.
It's kind of washed away.
Yes. The basic mechanic here is when you're running around and water is hitting you, you can be seen. So you look for overhangs when the animals come around or the monsters come around. And you are a little boy, so you have no real way to fight.
There's no combat at all.
There's no combat at all. There's some real light puzzle platforming. The whole point is being invisible, but sometimes it was a pain that I couldn't see.
Yeah, it's like, okay, where am I now? Oh, I stepped out into the rain, the monsters saw me, game over, start again. I just felt there was more they could have done with the mechanics, and it was just too short for what it was.
It just doesn't really add up to the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
It's really, really pretty, and it has a really interesting premise, but it just kind of doesn't pay off or all come together.
Yeah, I mean, there's, if you will, a deluge of indie games on the PS3. There's games like Journey and games like Unfinished Swan, and really unique, independent or smaller games. I don't think Rain really lives up to that. I mean, it's got a great premise and a great style, but I felt like there was more they could have done with the game. The mechanics were sometimes a little bit clunky, and by the end of it, it left me wanting.
For me, Rain is a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. 6 out of 10 for Rain.